I have a question to ask. Are you tired of all the sponsor ads of everybody trying to tell you how you're going to overcome these algorithms and become an authority on social media? Let's debunk digital marketing, should we? Welcome to Your Strategic Partner podcast, where we give entrepreneurs the secrets, strategies, and processes to increase brand equity and max out revenue. Welcome back to episode number 7. We are growing and going, and your strategic partner, Ali Mehdaoui, here with you. And today, I want to talk to you about digital marketing and understanding the difference between marketing a personal brand, a business brand, a product brand. There are 3 different elements that go into marketing any and all businesses, but unfortunately, we live in a digital space where everybody with $10 to spend is saying, do you look at other ways to generate more leads? Do you want to become an authority on social media? My name is John Doe, and I am the guru of all gurus. Register to my webinar. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, I've seen it all, and I also tried it all in the past until I realized that it's not about so-called algorithms, that world that now almost looks like the new gluten-free, where everybody's just trying to tell you that it's the cool thing to do. What if I tell you, though, that I've built a 7-figure business without falling into the trap of the hype of marketing, exaggerating, and using all these sleazy marketing schemes just to get somebody to get on a webinar? What if I tell you I've done it in an authentic and an organic way? Let me explain, and before you go cray-cray, I am not telling you to not do sponsor ads. It is an accelerator. It is not a defining marketing strategy. Let me repeat. It is an accelerator. It definitely can make what you already have better, but you have to have a foundation to make better. So 3 parts of marketing and digital marketing specifically that I'm going to speak to you about today. Today, I'm going to talk about marketing your personal brand, marketing your business brand, and marketing your product, service, or whatever offer that you have. If you understand the difference between those 3, I am here to tell you that you will be a dangerous marketer, digital marketer, business owner, entrepreneur, brand influencer, whatever you like to call yourself. I know there are so many cool things that everybody wants to have as a title, but I'm here to tell you that you can absolutely do it in an authentic, organic way. So let's talk about the very first one, and that is your brand marketing, your personal brand marketing. When you think about marketing a brand, you automatically go into, I need a website, I need a logo, I need a backdrop, a microphone, the lights, the production, the podcast. Yes, eventually. But when it comes to marketing, marketing is to simply document your truth. One thing that Gary Vee did better than most is that he documents every single thing. He even says it all the time. Don't market, document. Don't market, document. See, a lot of people, unfortunately, have interpreted the idea of marketing of, I'm going to show you the hypiest, best version of me, even if it's a lie. And if you know me, Ali Mehdaoui, the author of The Lion Network Marketer, I call a spade a spade. It's not about hyping up or exaggerating, and I've made those mistakes myself before you start going sending me hate mail. What I will tell you is, are you being authentic enough? Are you showcasing the truth and the greatness of yourself? I'm not telling you to show me your dirty laundry. What I am telling you is, keep it real, my man. What I'm telling you is, when you're sending a live broadcast, don't just tell me how you're doing great and everything is positive and perfect. Let me know, what are the things that you've overcome to become the happy version of yourself. Let me know, what kind of business issues have you had and overcome? Because here's the reality. When you overcome certain issues, it becomes your responsibility to share it with other individuals, because you just don't know who's going through the same exact thing or worst. So instead of you telling me how you have fancy cars, fancy watches, fancy house, and your life is perfect, why don't you tell me what actually has occurred, where you were, until where you've gotten? See, that will be the true authentic way of marketing. I'm not saying don't show me your bling. God bless you. Man, oh man, I am so excited for you. But what I am telling you is, we tend to hide the flaws, the issues, the challenges that we've overcome. And with social media specifically, people who don't have your maturity in a business sense, unfortunately see that as the only way of living, or I am a failure. Only way of existing, or I don't have good things in my life. And then self-esteem starts to get destroyed. So that's why you have to be responsible with your brand marketing. So brand marketing is academic marketing, meaning documenting what you are or have done academically, what you are or have done professionally, what you are or have done personally. It's like your own real life resume. But instead of hyping it up, keeping it real. Show me step by step. Here's what I do know about the 6, 7, 8-figure individuals that I admire, starting with Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, and Les Brown, and everybody in between. When Les Brown inspires and motivates, he doesn't talk about all the fancy things he has in life. He talks about how he used to be called the dumb twin and he made it out. He talks about how he used and was desperate to be a DJ and he made it. He talks about how he wanted to be a political figure and he made it, and so on and so forth. But you come on a microphone or on a camera and you start flashing your watches, most of them fake, start talking about how you're living the life and how you are manifesting the secret and the law of vibration while you can't even spell the word vibration. I'm not taking a dig, I'm keeping it real here. So when it comes to digital marketing, he or she that is most authentic, relatable, and keeps it real is going to win big. So it's okay to show me your bling, but make sure you show me how you got there, the real true story. Give me the full story. Don't give me the happy chapter. Cool? Cool. Number 2, and now we're going to talk about professional branding. Professional branding is what I'm doing with you right now. A podcast. I'm showcasing to you, if you and I were to be sitting in front of each other working together, this is the conversation that we would be having. This is the interaction that we would be having. Part of it, at least. I'm talking to you right now as if you're hanging out with me and having a drink. But what I am getting at is we have to showcase our professional attributes. That's what we do Facebook Lives, and we're giving away nuggets all day, every day. How to create 6 figures, how to overcome Facebook Live fear, how to overcome objections, how to create success, all that is just documenting your professional side of life, documenting your professional self. Again, most would call it marketing. I call it documenting. So while, yes, you do need a sales funnel, you do need a sales page, you do need an attraction asset, you do need all the different pieces, social media channels, I agree. That is an important piece of professionalism. But it does not mean you have to break the bank in order for you to create the avatar of the professional self that you have to be. All I am asking of you is show me your quality. Show me how good you are. And how do you do that? Live broadcasts. Podcast like I'm doing with you right now. This whole podcast that you're listening to is an example of professional branding. Is me showing you, if we were to work together, these are the different issues, content, processes that we'll have to work on and work through in order for you to create your brand, in order for you to create sense of success, in order for you to have results. So what are you doing about your professional branding? Here's what most do. They lie. They hype. They show me a stack of $74. Who cares if you just got money? It's not about showing me the check of $1,000 and saying, I just made a commission. Most people with a traditional job or traditional business make a lot more than $1,000 a week. So the fact that you're like, hey guys, look at me, I made $1,000, everybody laughs and says, so what? You're an amateur. You're trying to show me that my toy is better than your toy. You need to learn your professional etiquette. You need to understand it's all about value, my friend. He or she who gives abundantly in the marketing game is going to win big. Think about anyone that you are following and you watch religiously, you listen to religiously. Maybe this podcast. Maybe the ME show vlog, maybe the book that we have coming up on September 25th, the audiobook called The Lion Network Marketer. Yeah, that was a shameless plug. But guess what? If you opt in and winwithali.com to the inner circle, you get your audiobook for free. It's going to be ridiculous because the first time we've released this book was in 2015. And in 2015, we had 47,000 copies sold. This is the extended version. So for every chapter, there's a new chapter that compares 2015 to 2020. So make sure you opt in. winwithali.com. Okay, back to regular programming. So here's the thing. How are you documenting yourself? What value are you giving? And those individuals that you are following, all they do is they give nuggets and documentation and greatness all day long. You literally watch them as if they're paying you. And then you don't take that information and don't create your own avatar. You don't apply. You're scared of a Facebook Live. I get it. You're scared of creating your own brand. All right, fine. You've never done it before. But I do know one thing. You have incredible amount of notes in your phone right now as we speak, in your notepad in front of you as we speak. Why aren't you going live and sharing with your own community what you have learned? That is the easiest, right away, starting point of professional branding. I promise you, if you just get in the habit of doing a Facebook Live and sharing your own personal nuggets, you become a master trainer in the eyes of everybody that is watching you, even if it is 5-10 people. And that's how it begins. And those 5-10 people start sharing and start tagging their people and saying, you got to listen to this information. And they become 30 and 40 and 50. And then you too, 13 years later, would have achieved greatness for yourself, would have had the opportunity to build businesses in 6 continents. But you got to start. You have to start. You got to overcome this BS of I'm scared of documenting or doing a Facebook Live. You got to overcome this craziness of I don't have time. Yes, you have time. You just rather sleep. Oh, I don't have money. No, you do have money. You just rather eat McDonald's and Burger King and spending money on irrelevant stuff. You can do it. Period. Now, let's go a little bit further and talk about product and or service branding. This part is where most people mess up big time. I'm talking about total butchering it. This is where people start promoting flyers of their company promos. Buy one, get one free. Or the company's having a promotion where you don't have to pay this month. Or, oh my goodness, you need to get started with us because if you don't, you're going to miss out. Yada, yada, yada. All those things that you think you're doing a right activity or a right income producing activity, but all you're doing is you're repulsing people. Let me tell you why. You're being a flyer. You're being a sales rep. You're being an amateur. And most people, including myself, look at it and scroll away. I don't care. I don't give 2 craps about anything that you have right now within your company products or services because I don't see value in what you're offering. I am sitting here and wondering, do I really need to spend my time to study about this beautiful lotion with CBD? I can care less. I've lived before it. That's literally what your prospect is thinking. I can go to a Walmart and get CBD cream. I can go to ShopRite. I can go to all these different platforms and get soap. I don't need you. So while you're thinking by showing me that there's a better price, guess what I'm seeing? Another commercial that I need to avoid. The reason I spent $12 on DVR, normally I don't have cable TV, but I'm speaking on behalf of your prospects. I'm doing you a favor here. The reason I throw out flyers, the reason I switch the radio channel when a commercial comes up, the reason I swipe left when it comes to an email that I just think it's a marketing email, the reason I say no thank you every time somebody knocks on my door, the reason I could be in the mall with money in my pocket and somebody says, do you need help looking for something specific, sir? And I say, I'm just looking. Why? I literally took a shower, put gas in my car, drove 20 minutes to go to the mall, walk across the whole place looking for shoes, and then I just lie to that person who wanted to help me get shoes, and I say, I'm just looking. The reason is we don't like commercials. We don't like ads. We don't like solicitations. Does that sound familiar when you're walking in businesses and you see right on the door, no solicitation, please? So don't be a solicitor. Don't be an ad. You're better than that. You're an entrepreneur. So here is what you do. You promote the benefits as an educator of your product. not the product itself. If you're in CBD, don't talk to me about the CBD cream and the price of it and the difference between one product and the other. I'd rather you educate me on the benefit, the health benefit, the issues that that product solves, and how you could potentially provide a solution. That will get my attention. Talk to me about vitiligo. I have vitiligo issues. Hey, I have a friend of mine who's been going through vitiligo and the incredible changes that he's been going through, and I learned that it's because such and such and such. Man, I'll watch from beginning to end, and I'll buy the product. But what you do is you're being a sales rep, and that is only going to hurt you. Make sure you visit me at winwithali.com, where there is over 300 videos in 3 different languages. Every single episode of your Strategic Partner podcast. And if you do opt into the Inner Circle, you get exclusive training content sent directly to you. Plus, I have a brand new audiobook, The Lion Network Marketer, the extended versions audiobook is going to be released on September 25th. If you are in the Inner Circle, you're going to get your copy for free. That's right, FREE. If you are not opt-in, you can purchase it with everybody else when it does actually get released. And I have the privilege and the honor to have Mr. Jimmy Isel, a co-founder of a $100 million company, to write and record the foreword for the audiobook itself. And I cannot wait to hear your feedback. Until next time, we are going to be covering income producing activities and how I can specifically project and expect a check every single week in my network marketing career. Until then, so long, everybody.